See, wherever I go, stay ready, stay alert, always prepared for whatever. I'll see me. There's a seat right here. You can see from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Game time.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion, you forgot your A game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh, man. She's killing me. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A game. I'm not putting them socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and get some milk. What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Put a number 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a number 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me clearly. Put a number 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me clearly. Put a number 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, family. Okay, so y'all can hear me clearly. Okay, my bad for the audio issues earlier. I guess it was just the music that I was sharing. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Salute to all of the visionaries out there. Salute to all the visionaries out there. Shout out to the A Game Nation. Shout out to the A Game Nation. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody who support this channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. After you hit the like button, make sure you share the show. Share this show. Share this show. We're going to get into it today. We're going to get down to the bottom of some things, man, because there's a lot of things going on in our environment that we need to pay attention to, because I think a lot of us, we get caught up in the cyber world and we forget that there's things going on outside of our doors. And we can also attribute a lot of us, not paying attention to what's going on outdoors because we're still in this quarantine culture where a lot of us then got used to being home, used to staying home, and just not coming outside. So, for the most part, a lot of us, we've lost track of what's going on in our environment. And today, I'm going to bring you a story that definitely needs to be pointed out, definitely needs to be brought to the light, because This is something we speak on here in our space. And a lot of us don't really understand the concept or what truly being an incel is all about. Like a lot of us like to, a lot of us, we make jokes, we clown, we joke, we laugh. But at the end of the day, this incel thing is something that's serious. And it's something that's glossed over a lot. It's glossed over a lot. But it's something that us men must pay attention to because it's starting to affect our environment. Because like I was saying, due to this quarantine culture that we're stuck in at this point, a lot of those guys who weren't able to have easy access to women, it has become much harder. This is why you see the rise of OnlyFans. If it wasn't for C-19, OnlyFans wouldn't be as big as it is now. You see, a lot of the amateur porn stuff has increased. And that is what everybody uses OnlyFans for now. It's pretty much an amateur porn platform for people to pay to just watch. So with that being said, a lot of these guys, these quote unquote incels, they didn't have no access to women before when everybody could be outside. You don't have to be masked up. It was just normal. They didn't have the type of access to women like that before. So now it's like a shortage. It's like now it's even worse. So that's making a lot of these guys extremely, extremely stressed. A lot of them are depressed. And it's making them go out and do these crazy things that we see going on today. And I know a lot of y'all may just think like, yo, these guys are crazy. And, some of them may be, but today we're going to get down to the root of the issue on why these guys do the things that they do, and why, if we don't begin to speak on these things in the correct way, it will continue. Because honestly, at the end of the day, these guys need help. These guys need help. These men, these incels, they need help. They need men to come in and to help them with certain things. But it's too much influence of the wrong things, and that is what distracts them from actually going to get the help. See, Instagram is bad for an incel. If a guy's an incel, if you're an incel and you may come across this, you shouldn't be on Instagram. You really shouldn't be on Instagram. And I'm saying that because it's only going to make you mad. It's only going to make you upset because you're going to see those women that you despise because you understand that they come with these standards that you can't meet, and you think they're actually outrageous, and you think these women shouldn't have these standards. You think that this stuff is a problem. So why would you have an Instagram page as an incel? Because all it's going to do is piss you off. That will be my first thing to tell any incel. Get off social media. If you're not on social media conducting business or talking to your family, don't just be the type to surf, just scroll, because it's going to trigger you. It's going to trigger you. It's going to. But see, the root of all of this all ties back to one thing. It all ties back to the lack of value. The lack of value in what, DS1? The lack of value in oneself. That's what it all ties back to. These incels have the issues that they have with women because there's certain things about themselves that they don't want to accept. You see? So the number one issue with an incel is he lacks spiritual value. That's the first thing. That is the first thing. He lacks the knowledge of himself. He doesn't know who he is. And then he hasn't come to terms with who he is, meaning he hasn't accepted himself. He hasn't accepted himself in his entirety, meaning flaws and all. He hasn't learned how to do that yet. And being that he's insecure about these flaws, his insecurity is heightened when he's around women because he thinks women see his flaws. See, this is what this is about. It goes back to value. And if a man values himself, you see? And this is why I say a lot of brothers, they don't trace it back to value because they're caught up in all of these narratives that they hear on social media about incels and connecting it to black pill and all of this and that stuff. When it boils down to value and the lack of value. Because for this guy, Jake Davison, to do what he did, that man didn't value himself. He didn't. He didn't see the value in his life anymore. And this is why I say these guys need help, man. These incels, they need help. But they have to accept the help too. Because see, that's the thing with a lot of these incels. A lot of these guys, they take the approach as if nobody cares. So it makes no sense to listen to anyone because no one cares anyway. So this is why a lot of these guys, they get online and they try to create an image of themselves. And we've saw this in this space with a lot of guys. They come on here and they try to create a false identity of themselves because they really don't accept who they really are. And they don't want to be labeled what they are. You see? And then the guys who are here, who are not like them, who they actually seek advice from, they don't get the correct advice from them. They just get, beat up on. And this is how these guys feel. They feel like, yo, nobody cares about, nobody care about me. Nobody care about me. I'm out here by myself. Anything can happen to me. Nobody cares about me. I'm just whatever. And what that does is that builds a resentment. That builds a resentment. That's what it does. Because see, the thing with a lot of these incels, the reason why they feel the way that they feel about women is because the hatred that they have initially started with men. The hatred started with men. It didn't start with women. See, the reason why they have a problem with the women is because they want the women to be with them. See, this is the whole narrative that you had going on last year, which I'm not going to mention the brother name, but he was promoting, the whole women like bad boys type of thing. That's a whole incel argument. This is why I told y'all when I first got in this space that a lot of guys were incels, because I listened to the language. You see? And when this guy was mentioning, oh, women like bad boys, they don't like the guys who do the right thing and they go to work, and that's an incel argument. That's an incel talking point. And this is why the whole Pookie and Ray Ray narrative is promoted so heavily. It's promoted by these guys are incels who are mad at Pookie and Ray Ray. That's why they're mad at black women. That's why. Because she likes Pookie and Ray Ray. She don't like Jonathan. So it's all an incel argument, but it all traces back to value. Value and the lack thereof. See, because Pookie and Ray Ray values certain things about themselves. This is why Pookie and Ray Ray is attractive more than the so-called incel. And what actually attracts the women to Pookie and Ray Ray is this: his internal values. His internal values. This is why you will hear a woman say, damn, he broke, but he's in shape. I like him. He's in shape. I don't care if he ain't got no money. He could have my money. Look at his body. This is what Ron Wills speaks about when he speaks about body game, because health is an internal value. So when a woman see a guy that's in shape, she's like, oh, he's healthy. He's healthy. So he could do what? He could work because he got the vitality. He could procreate. He could have sex. So this is what women think. He can protect because he's healthy. You see? And they look at most guys who are in shape as industrious guys, guys who work with their hands. You see? So this is why Pookie and Ray Ray is wanted more than the so-called incel. It's not because, I don't even want to say this. It's it's not just because of what these guys say, you know, the sexual aspect and all of that. That's part of it. But it stems from Pookie and Ray Ray displaying the intangible values of a man. See, your masculinity is not in your pocket, brothers. Your masculinity is not your PhD, is not your master's degree, it is not your trade certificates. Your masculinity is not your profession. Your masculinity is not your mobility. Your masculinity lies within. That's why the first 5 values are the internal 5. That's where your masculinity is. It's not in your pocket. It's not in your wallet. It's not in your glove compartment. Okay? It's not rolled up with a bow on it and you had to wear cap and gown to receive it. That's not your masculinity, brothers. And this is what the incel believes. This is what the incel believes. He thinks, oh, she likes the drug dealer because he has money in cars. Right? But that's not the only reason why she with him. That might be most of the reason, but she's also with him because he's a boss. Women like bosses. Women like men who are leaders. Men who are in leadership positions. That is what women are attracted to. They're attracted to that. So when they see Pookie or they see Ray Ray, and Ray Ray got dudes working for him on the block, he's a leader to her. Whether they selling drugs or whether they selling socks, it doesn't matter of the product to women. Don't matter what you selling to women. Are you making profit? Are you making progress? Are you in control of what you're doing? Or somebody else telling you what to say? Or somebody else telling you what to do? And are you that type of guy that's going to let other people tell you how to be? Women pay attention to that. That's why women like Ray Ray and Pookie. Because Pookie and Ray Ray get mad and it may be stupid at that time, but Pookie and Ray Ray walk off. Pookie and Ray Ray walk off. Now, logically, that may be stupid. But that's a form of rebellion. That's sexy to women. Because she looking at it like, oh, okay. But she's going to also look at how you're going to rebound. Now, if you just quit and walk off and then ain't got nothing to do, now you a goddamn fool. Now you're not a rebel. You an idiot. You see, that's the difference. But when she see you walk off and then the next couple of days you out and she like, damn, where you come from with money? I thought you just left that job. That's why they like Pookie and Ray Ray. Because they not going to sit at home and hang their head low. Baby, I just don't know, baby. I just don't know, baby. No, they going to get up and do something. You see? They're going to get up and they're going to make something move around. They're going to make something happen. You see, that doesn't come from your educational background. Okay? You know where that comes from? In here. It comes from in here. That's where your masculinity at, brother. That's where your masculinity at. See, Pookie and Ray Ray understands that. Your masculinity comes from within. It's not in your pockets. It's not on my wrists. It's in here. It's not these Versace glasses. It's in here. It's in here. You see? It's in here. So guess what? You a man whether you got money or not. That's what that means. And when you show up like that and people respect you for that, you don't have to worry about that. You see? This is how you got guys in the neighborhood you knew all your life. He did something that we call in the neighborhood living off the land. You got men who could live. See, now y'all call it freeloading. Now y'all call it freeloading. See, it wasn't called freeloading back in the day. See, because anybody just couldn't walk up and get no plate. See? So it wasn't freeloading back then. It was called living off the land. These were the men, right? These were the low-level pookies. These were the low-level pookies who come outside and wash cars. I know a dude named Calvin. He made enough money to move back to goddamn Jamaica off washing all the drug dealer cars on my block back in the 90s. He lived off the land. A lot of crackheads that are men from my neighborhood, they live off the land. When the summertime come, they washing cars, they go to the store. They go to the store, they do everything. They make all the runs. They might go downtown Brooklyn and get an outfit for you. They live off the land. So when it's a block party, when it's a cookout, they eat for free. Because they know at the end of the night, we're going to need somebody to clean all this up. They're going to clean it up. And guess what? They could take all the food. They could take all the plastic cups, all the chips, everything else that's left, they could have it. This is what, because they were men. They were still respected because of their internal value. See, you dudes get on the internet and try to turn this into a clown show. This is how I know and I understand that a lot of you brothers on here really wasn't outside like that. Because y'all don't understand certain things and certain men who are in certain positions. You come on here and you clown it, but those be the same guys when you at central bookings that might have to get the goons off you. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Pookie that live off the land, and when you saw him in jail and them dudes had you under pressure, who held you down? See, I want you brothers to understand that your value lies within. Your value lies within. That's where it lies, brothers. I really want y'all to grasp this today. I want y'all to understand this. Because there's no reason why there's men out here like this guy, Jake Davison, to be doing something like this. We have to, because I know a lot of these incidents go on and they're not reported. We have to do something about this, brothers. Shout out to the Crimson Cure. Salute. Appreciate it. She said, hey, beloved visionaries and A-Game family. Much love to you. Much love to the Crimson Cure. Shout out to the A-Game family. Salute. And peace to all the Crimsonites also. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure y'all like and share the broadcast, man. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into the article. But I just wanted to lay the foundation on incels and their lack of value. Because, see, here online, they like to make it seem like the lack of value is on the women. Their lack of value is their problem. Let's address our issues. You see? Yeah, she's supposed to value a educated, disciplined kind of guy. Yeah. But are you really disciplined? Are you? Or are you well behaved because of your educational background? You see? And you have to understand that being an incel is not black pill. Being an incel is not black pill. It is not. If you are a incel, you are a blue pill male. I repeat, if you are a incel, you are blue pill. You are blue pill. You're not black pill, you're blue pill. Why are you blue pill? Because you think, because you don't value yourself, that you are supposed to find a woman that is supposed to help you find the value within yourself by loving you because you don't value you. That's a blue pill way of thinking. If you don't love yourself, if you don't accept yourself, if you don't care about yourself, why should she? Why should she? Why should she see something in you you don't see in yourself? Why? Why should she stay with that? That's blue pill. This is why I say, brothers, what? We have to heal before we build. We have to heal before we build. This is why. This is why. You have to value yourself before you think somebody else should put value on you. And this is not to go back and to brag to women about. This is something for you, brothers. See, that's another thing a lot of brothers do too. Y'all like to go back and throw everything in women's faces. Just take what's for you and apply it. And if she don't see the change, then that's her loss. It's not on you. It's not on you to say, hey, look at me. I got $1. I got $1. I got $1. Hey, 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 hey. No. She gonna notice when your bag is getting up. She gonna notice when things starting to change, and you know, she see you starting to invest in different things and do other things. She'll know. She'll know. And if she don't, oh well. Stop getting game and then, oh, I'm gonna use it right on her. Come on, man. Use it to empower yourself. Everything that you get from the black manosphere, all of the positive, vital information, it's not for you to go and to regurgitate and weaponize it against women. Oh, all these women are bad because of feminism. You know, feminism. Feminism. Okay, when are you going to live your life? Huh? When you going to live your life? Oh, when they stop being feminists? See, when I hear guys on that type of feminism, 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 that's a guy who's not even paying attention to his own goddamn life. That's what he doing. He not sitting around worrying about what's going on with him. See, he's not doing any introspection. That's what he's not doing. That's what he's not doing. The world will be better if we just got rid of feminism. And then we get rid of feminism, and where does that leave you? Then what are you going to have? You're going to be happy? Seriously? It goes back to value. I need you men to understand this. It goes back to internal value. Because when we're dealing with feminism, what are we dealing with? We're dealing with mobility. These feminist laws and all of that, we're dealing with mobility. But how much does feminism really affect you when you don't give a damn about yourself anyway? You don't care about your kids, no way. So feminism is doing what to you? You walk outside and don't brush your hair. So feminism is doing what to you? Oh, so feminism is the reason why you don't brush your teeth. Feminism is the reason why you don't like to wear condoms. Just look at the guy, just look at Jake Davison. And I'm not making fun of the guy, but look at his appearance. Look at his image. Look at his image. You could tell he don't bathe that much. It goes back to internal value, brothers. The value of one's self. Do you value yourself? You see? And this guy, Jake Davison, he didn't have any self-worth. This is what creates the hatred and the vitriol. Because it's like, I want to prove to the world that I'm somebody, because to me, I've never been nobody. It all goes back to value, man. So let's get to the article. Let's get to the article. It says, Plymouth gunman, a hate-filled misogynist and incel. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Can y'all see the article? Okay. It says, Jake Davison, the Plymouth attacker, expressed misogynistic and homophobic views and portrayed himself as a man in despair who raged against his mother and his failure to find a girlfriend. Do y'all see that? Just like I just said this, I just spoke on this. He had a hatred for women because he couldn't find a girlfriend. But if you just look at the thumbnail, you could tell that guy he don't keep his hygiene right. You could look at him. We wonder why you didn't have a girlfriend, bruh. Nobody's trying to make fun of this guy. I promise you I'm not trying to make fun of this dude. But just look at him. But this is what they're saying fueled his rage. So let's continue. In what the 22-year-old described as a unscripted rant posted just over 2 weeks ago. He said, for the most part, it's just me being against the world. What did I tell y'all? Feminism! What did I tell y'all? Yeah, if you hear a person, feminism, he's an incel. This guy's 22 years old. 22. This is dangerous. No 22-year-old man should be against the world. How are you against the world at 22? This is dangerous, fellas. This is dangerous. We have to speak on this. No 22-year-old man should have that much lack of value that he's against the world. He's 22. He hates his mother and he's mad at the world because he can't get a woman. Now, let's go back for a second. If the man hates his mother, that means he has an issue where? He has a family issue. You see, we can't pass that part up. Because what? Family is a what? A internal value. So that right there, we have to pay attention to that. He's 22 years old. He hates his mother. I see why you hate the world. You hate your mother. If you hate your parents, I see why you hate the world. Because you hate yourself. See, this is deep, man. This is deep. This is not a joke. This is not a joke, man. Because incels suffer due to the lack of value. It's not due to feminism. It's not due to nothing else. But let's continue. He also shared the hate-filled views on Reddit forums used by incels, men who express online hostility and resentment toward those who are sexually active, particularly women. Now, let's examine that, because I spoke about this earlier on why they ran the Pookie and Ray Ray narrative and they continue to run it. These are incels who are doing it because they have a problem with people who are sexually active. And they blame feminism for why women could be sexually promiscuous. So all of them could run around and gather around Pookie and Ray Ray and give that nookie to Pookie and Ray Ray. So this is why they hate both of us. This is why they connect Pookie and Ray Ray with Big Booty Keisha. This is why they connect Pookie and Ray Ray with Shaniqua. This is why. This is all incel narratives. I told you guys this already. And it goes back to the men being sexually active and the women having sex with those types of men. You see? This is why it's important for us to have our own media. Shout out to the Crimson Cure. I see you, mamas. And that's true. That is why we need our own media. Because in our media, we're going to promote procreation and functional and healthy relationships. Because what? Let's go to the chart. You guys like charts. Because what? Part of our nature is to procreate. It's to be in relationships. You see? But we're going to promote that in our publications, on our media. So it can let our men know, hey, listen, we got help for that, bro. You don't have to be an incel. You don't have to categorize yourself as that. Just tell us you need help and we'll help you. So shout out to the Crimson Cure for that. I see you and I appreciate that. I'm glad you put that out there. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat room too, by the way. Make sure y'all like and share the show. If y'all haven't yet, make sure y'all like and share the show. If y'all haven't yet. Let's get back to the article. He also shared hate-filled views on Reddit forums used by incels, men who express online hostility and resentment toward those who are sexually active, particularly women. Earlier this year, authorities in the US warned that attacks linked to the incel movement were on the increase as authorities around the world have begun to treat the ideology as a more serious terrorism threat. So these guys are basically like their own militia. Do you see how deep unresolved trauma can go? Do you see how deep it can go? Do you see how tragic it can turn when a man lacks value in himself? These guys then created a militia. And they're linked and connected online through these forums, through YouTube. Through certain channels. These are nothing but seriously depressed, self-hating men. These are facts. These are facts. And this needs to be spoken on because that's what it boils down to. It's not about feminism. No, it's about your lack of value in yourself. That's why you think feminism is stopping you from getting a woman. You think feminism is going to stop you from getting a woman. And then you find out that the online feminist is getting a back blown out. Then you find out that she liked Dusty. Not Dusty. Shout out to my man Dusty. Not you, bro. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, y'all know who I'm talking about. That Bang Yang. I'm talking about her. You see how this works? You got to get some value in yourself, men. In yourself. Not on yourself. In yourself. In. Let's continue with the story. Wow. Look at this guy's face. Davison used incel forums to express hatred for his mother and a view that mass shootings had no connection to gun control. One of Davison's first victims was confirmed to be his mother. We still playing games? We still playing games, right? Y'all have to remember that there's things going on outside your door. We have to speak on this. One of Davison's first victims was confirmed to be his mother, Maxine, 51, after police say there was a familiar relationship with one of the victims. Davison's Reddit posts are filled with hatred for his mother, whom he described as my vile, dysfunctional, chaotic mother. He also rants in general about single mothers. What do we hear being ranted about all day in this space? Single mothers, single mothers, single mothers, single mothers, single mothers. This is why they threw the whole incel label on the space. You remember that? You remember that? You remember that? See, brothers, we have to begin to demonstrate how much we value ourselves, man. Because look how we're being categorized with guys like Jake Davison. We're being compared to guys. That, do y'all find any issue? Do y'all take any issue with this? We should, which is why we need our own media to show our cyberspace and to show the world how our cyberspace act, how we act, meaning how we deal with each other as a group of men, as a sphere of men. Now, if they're sitting here about to amp up charges on these incels and the things that they're doing online, what is the black manosphere? What's the black manosphere? Isn't it an online community? And they've always tried to label the space. These a bunch of black incels. These men are misogynist. The same thing they're labeling Jake Davison. Pay attention to that. Remember that. Keep that up under your hat. Because this is how the system will turn around and sweep Jake Davison under the rug and throw it off on us. Because they're incels too. You see? You understand? You got to understand just how important this stuff is, man. Because y'all think it's a joke in a game. Y'all think, oh, we could just sit up here and act any kind of way. And we can't. We can't. We can't. Because time and time again, we'll be penalized for it. So why not display ourselves in the image that we want to be portrayed in? Why not? Because if we online in our community behaving like incels, regurgitating incel rhetoric, regurgitating incel narratives, they're going to turn around and try to label the space as a group of what? What they're getting ready to start labeling guys like Jake Davison. So you have to understand how deep this is and why we need to speak on this. And why black men in this space better get some value about themselves. Davison's Reddit posts are filled with hatred for his mother, whom he described as my vile, dysfunctional, chaotic mother. He also rants in general about single mothers. He also alludes to a financial dispute with his mother over benefit money that he felt he was owed because he claimed he had autism. A month ago, he wrote, "Luckily, I got PP money because I legit have autism, which I should have taken from my mother at 18 years old. But like an idiot, she manipulated and guilt tripped me into letting her have it until at 22, I decided enough is enough and I took it from her." Do you hear this guy? Do you hear this? This is crazy. Shout out to Sir Ism. He said, "Teach, not beef, DS1 Ross." Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to the Macosphere. Jack. Y'all hear that, man? That's crazy. That's just crazy. Police said they were keeping an open mind on the motive. But a neighbor and friend of the family said Davison had a fallout with his mother and they argued over misogynist views. So his mother had a problem with the content he was putting out online. I wonder how many of you dudes, mamas, know you talk like this online. She wouldn't like it. my mother heard some of my strag streams and she didn't like it. She didn't. But guess what? I didn't argue with her either. And she didn't argue with me. She didn't argue with me. The neighbor said Maxine and Jake used to be close. You'd always see him helping her with shopping, but they started to clash a lot. Jake was very quiet growing up. He was a troubled soul. He was a troubled soul. This is why I say, men, we have to heal before we build. Because I know what lies within a lot of these guys, man. And it's rage, it's anger, it's hurt, it's real deep pain, man, that a lot of us men hold in for a long time. And it turns into resentment. See, I spoke about this in a previous stream. I spoke about this and how resentment is built up. That's why I say we got to heal, brothers. Jake was quiet, was very quiet growing up. He was a troubled soul. He got into guns and he knew everything there was to know about them. 2 days ago, he liked a brief video on YouTube. On where? On where? On where? Let me highlight it. On where? He liked it on where? Where he liked it at, y'all? On YouTube. We still think it's a game? 2 days ago, he liked a brief video on YouTube of men in the US loading and firing powerful rifles at a target. This is what's going on. They're watching incels because this is what they're doing. They're a militia. This is crazy. This is crazy. All of this, man, because you don't want to heal? All of this because you don't want to heal? Come on, brothers. Come on, man. Come on, man. Social media post from 2018, from about 2018, also suggest he was a fan of the former U.S. President Donald Trump and a supporter of the UK Libertarian Party. Brothers, it's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. They're not playing. So, to you guys that are in this space, they're watching you. They watch the things you say on Instagram. They watch the things you say on Twitter. They're watching all of these forums. They're watching. They're watching. He shared a quote of Trump saying, "In America, we do not seek to impose our way of life on anyone, but rather let it shine as an example for everyone to want." In 2016, he posted an image of a statue of Captain John Parker holding a rifle, an iconic figure in the U.S. of the right to bear arms. Y'all see this? Now, I'm not going to read the entire article. I'm going to put it down in the description box for the rest of y'all so y'all can read the rest of it. But I'm going to read a little more and then we're going to wrap this show up. Davison shot himself. Davison shot himself after killing 5 others, including a 3-year-old girl, police have confirmed. He killed himself. So you're sitting up ranting feminism, but then you blow your own goddamn brains out. This is why you need to get you some values, man. You need to understand, as I said the other day, if you leave this space without nothing, you better leave this space with this. You better leave the goddamn space with this. I don't care if you don't leave with nothing else. You better leave with this 10 life value system. You better leave with some values before the time is up. Brothers, before you die and check out, you better get you some value about yourself, man. Because all of this hatred that he had for everyone and himself led him to doing what? Killing himself, along with killing other people. But he killed himself. Last month on Reddit, he wrote, "Mass shootings are new phenomena that cannot be directly blamed on guns." He mentioned the Hungerford mass shooting in 1987 in the UK when 18 people were killed. Davison's Facebook profile listed him as working for the defense and security company Babcock International, which is based in Plymouth. His profile also claimed he was from Phoenix, Arizona. In two videos posted late last month, he comes across as a man struggling with his mental health. What is he struggling with? What is he struggling with? What are these incels struggling with? Their mental health. Their mental health. So it all goes back to what? Bingo. Bingo. If you see me put bingo in your chat, that's me agreeing with you. That's my word. Bingo. It all goes back to what? The internal values. Because as I said before, the internal 5 values of the 10 life value system, shout out to our brother Dr. Holman. The internal 5 of the 10 life value success system is the making of a man and the breaking of a man. Jake Davison was broken spiritually since a little boy. He hated his mother. He came from a dysfunctional family. So the same place where you made is where you're broken. And that's internally, not externally, internally. This is why you got to get you some values. You got to adopt a value system. And a value system that not just values what you do, but who you are. You see? So I will put the link in the description box to the rest of this story. As you can see, he's been dealing with mental health issues for a long time. And I'm pretty sure they went unchecked. They went unchecked. As you can see, he said that he had autism, but I believe he had a lot more than autism. I believe he was probably schizophrenic. Or he could have had I'm not going to say that because somebody might take offense to it, but you know, it's looking more like maybe bipolar disorder, maybe with the autism together. And it just never went, it went unchecked, it went untreated. And, you know, dude ended up killing himself and killing 5 other people. And they said he killed his mother. So while we sitting online playing and joking about these incels, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem, man. And I just had to bring y'all this today, man. And I got to let you brothers know, man, to all my brothers out there, just come over here, man. Hit up the A Game family, and we got you. We got the help for you, man. You ain't got to go out there and do nothing crazy like that and throw your life away and kill up a bunch of other people, man, because you know you just want female attention. You need a hug. You want to feel on a woman's soft body, So I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Shout out to my brother, Sir Ism, for doubling up, man. He said, heal before we build. That's a fact, bro. You know that's my moniker. Shout out to Sir Ism, man, for doubling up. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to today's show. If you enjoyed today's show, Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where you can go to donate to today's show. I appreciate if you have donated. I appreciate all of your Cash Apps, all of the Super Chats. I appreciate it. But more importantly, make sure y'all like and share this show. Make sure y'all like and share this show. Get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to my brother, the underrated darkness, man. My condolences to you and your family, my brother. My condolences to you and your family, my brother. Shout out to the underrated one, man. Shout out to Big Neff TV for coming through. Olivia's Happiness, thank you for stopping through. I appreciate it. Sir O, salute. Shout out to Father's Time in the building. Salute. A Game family in the building. A Game Nation. Grammy nominee says, how does these men start their journey to reach these values? Just stay tuned into this channel. Just stay tuned into this channel. Or if you want any direct teachings, hit me up, dsalliance1@gmail.com. dsalliance1@gmail.com. If you need one-on-one consultation for anything, Grammy nominees. One of my mods, one of my visionaries that have my email address, put it in the chat for Grammy nominees for me, please. I appreciate it. Shout out to Zeus Flip in the building. Shout out to Zeus Flippy, man. Black Messiah, salute. See who else up in here. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop, in the building. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop. See who else up in here. Peak Nonsense, salute. Man, shout out to everybody, man. I see y'all came through today. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Like I said, make sure y'all like and share the stream. Make sure y'all like and share the stream. And make sure y'all get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. I appreciate that, Father's Time. Much love, bro. Hit that email up, Grammy nominees. If you would like to talk to me directly, there's my email, dsalliance1. It's dsalliance1@gmail.com, Grammy nominees. I'm going to put it in the chat. There it is. There it is, Grammy nominees. dsalliance1@gmail.com. Oh, no doubt, Olivia's Happiness. Appreciate you for coming through. A drug dealer isn't a man, they weak and lazy. That's a good observation. I ain't mad at you for that. I don't agree or disagree. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If anybody would like any one-on-one consultation or explanations about anything, just hit that email up, dsalliance1@gmail.com. Y'all make sure y'all, give me a grace period to respond to you, and I will get back to you. So I appreciate all the love and the support. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all like and share the stream. DS1 Raw, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build. Why? Because we our own agency. Because we're our own agency. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Auditioning. Thug number one, thug number two.
Slaves,
Prostitute.
There's always the hustle.
literate basketball players.
Mary had a little lamb.
The fog.
The only narrative that they understand of black life is drug addict, drug dealer, gang member.
I was the hottest black actor in the world after Boys and Ivy. There were people clamoring to work with this young sensation. As long as he did the roles they wanted him to do, which were street kids.
I had been in this thing that is a masterpiece of American cinema, and nobody gave a shit. They really didn't give a fuck.
I auditioned for my first pimp part. My mother's all proud. Be the best pimp you can be. The whole church is praying for me.
Let's pray that Brother Robert gets the role of Silky Good Dick. The film is called Holes on the Stroll. It sounds like a musical.
And then that's when the filmmaker was born. I said, man, we can't let Hollywood tell our stories. We have to tell our own stories. They'll make us do anything and everything. And these images travel around the world.
They had a perception of us that ultimately is false.
This show is sponsored, and this channel is sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. A male herbal solution. Fellas, get down in the description box and join this A-Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. It's a lifestyle that promotes optimal health for us men. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength. And it is for our libido. Fellas, join this A-Game lifestyle simply by clicking the link in the description box. And at your checkout, type in the promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10. Get a discount off on your purchase.